Hey, what is up everybody? I'm Jason and you're watching my channel Micro Investors. So in this video I want to talk a little bit about the Chinese electric vehicle stocks Nio, Xpeng, and Li Auto. Because if you notice, these stocks have been trending down a little bit recently. Now all three of these companies released their November delivery numbers and it looks like really good information. But what we're seeing is that the growth in these stocks, the momentum that they were on before, is kind of pulling back a little bit. So I want to talk about the possibility of a correction that we're seeing right now, because these EV stocks, they've just been going up and up and up, and there hasn't really been any sort of real pullback on these stocks. And realistically, it's not normal for a stock to continue going up without pulling back, without them correcting a little bit. And that's just a very common thing with any stock. So it's nothing to be alarmed about, but I want to talk about that and give a new updated prediction. And I actually mentioned this recently in a Nio video a couple weeks ago, saying that we could be expecting a correction coming soon. So in this video, I want to address what the stock is doing right now, what the delivery numbers were in November, what analysts are saying about these companies, and then where do I see these companies going from here. Now, if you guys don't mind, please do me a huge favor as we get into this, and please be sure to smash, destroy, and annihilate that like button, because that helps me out with the YouTube algorithm and helps spread this video to more people that might find it interesting. And subscribe if you have not already. And if you want to help out this channel even more, I do have a Patreon with a new private Discord chat. Link is in the description. Now let's get to it. So if we look at Nio stock over this last year, we can see that, this was a stock that was trading for in the $2 range this time last year. And it had a really good run up. And I mean, an amazing run up, going up over 2,200%. But there wasn't any sort of real big correction that happened until what we're kind of seeing right now, where it just went on this really big dip real quick. Over this last week, Nio stock has dropped 15+%. And then let's look at Xpeng. Now they didn't go public until end of August, but the stock didn't really do much for a while, all the way up until November. Beginning of November, Xpeng stock then finally started to really move, and it went up really fast. But now if we look at Xpeng over this last week, Xpeng has gone down over 16%. And then Li Auto, they went public at the end of July, and the stock really wasn't doing too crazy until November, just like Xpeng did, and that stock also more than doubled in price that month. But now looking at Li stock over this last week, they're down 15%. Now it should kind of come as a surprise that we're seeing them a dip in price right now, because there was also that anticipation of what were the delivery numbers for November. Now, they all just recently released their delivery numbers on December 1st of what they delivered in November. And it was actually really great for all three of these companies. And we'll start first with Nio. Nio delivered 5,291 vehicles in November 2020, a new monthly record representing a solid 109.3% year-over-year growth. The deliveries consisted of 1,387 ES8s, the company's 6-seater and 7-seater flagship premium smart electric SUV, 2,386 ES6s, the company's 5-seater high-performance premium smart electric SUV, and 1,518 EC6s, the company's 5-seater premium electric coupe SUV. Nio delivered 36,721 vehicles in 2020 in total, representing an increase of 111.1% year-over-year. As of November 30th, 2020, cumulative deliveries of the ES8, ES6, and EC6 reached 68,634 vehicles. Nio is in the process of accelerating the production capacity expansion in December 2020 to accommodate the increasing order growth. Now, Nio's record deliveries in November was more than 200 vehicles from the record deliveries of October. Now, some people did expect that Nio was going to be delivering even more vehicles than what they did in November, because some people thought, that things were really moving and the stock price was going up so much that they were thinking that Nio could possibly be delivering about 6,000 vehicles. But Nio's not there yet with their production. That's still something that they're working on. Now let's take a look at Xpeng's deliveries. Xpeng delivered a total of 4,224 smart EVs in November 2020, consisting of 2,732 P7s, the company's smart sports sedan, and 1,492 G3s, the company's smart compact SUV. The company's November deliveries represented a 342% increase year over year. As of November 30th, 2020, year-to-date deliveries of the company's smart EVs reached 21,341 units, representing a 87% increase year over year. The company delivered a total of 11,371 P7s year to date, 5 months after beginning mass delivery of the P7 at the end of June this year. So this is showing some really big growth with Xpeng on their deliveries, because their November deliveries was a little bit less than 1,200 more vehicles that they delivered than what they delivered in October. And Li Auto had a very impressive month. And remember, Li only has one vehicle model currently available for sale, and that's their Li 1, which they delivered 4,646 of them in November. So Li delivered a little bit more than 950 more vehicles in November than what they delivered in October. And they only have one model. That's crazy. Now, besides a lot of hype that is behind a lot of these EV stocks by YouTubers and people on Reddit and forums and stuff, we're also seeing analysts that are, upgrading their price targets on these stocks. Just recently, Nio was upgraded by investment analysts at the Goldman Sachs Group from a sell rating to a neutral rating in a research report issued on Tuesday. Analyst Ratings Network reports the firm currently has a $59 target price on the stock. The Goldman Sachs Group's price target suggests a potential upside of 15.71% from the stock's current price. But even with the Goldman Sachs analysts raising the price target and record deliveries, Nio stock still closed down on December 1st more than 10%. So this could be the correction and we just had it and it's over. Or what could be going on is that this is not the correction, the big correction, and the big correction still to come, and there's more downside coming. Now, honestly, that's nothing to fear. You have to expect that. If you're somebody that's been investing for a very long time, you've seen this happen all the time. This is a normal occurrence. You can't expect a stock to continue to go up without any sort of resistance. There is always pullback. You buy a stock and it goes up, 20% one day, you're going to have to expect that that stock could easily go down, 5-10% the next day. That's just a regular occurrence that you see. But we didn't really see anything that significant with these EV stocks. Like, say, for Li and Xpeng, those stocks just went up and up and up all in November without any big sign of any sort of resistance, without any sort of pullback. You bought that stock in the beginning of November, it was just going up every single day pretty much. And same with Nio. What we saw with Nio, it had this big long run that was even longer, and it didn't really have much of any sort of big resistance that really happened. And now we're kind of seeing that right now. So you can't expect a stock to go from, $2 to, over $50 in a year and not expect there to be some sort of pullback. Now, for everybody that's a long-term subscriber on my channel, you would know that I'm very bullish on all these EV stocks. And Nio particularly, because I was invested in the Nio over 2 years ago when that stock went public in September of 2018, where I made my first video talking about Nio. So you guys know that I would be lying if I said that Nio is always going to continue to go up, because when I bought in the Nio in September of 2018, it spent most of 2019 below the price that I bought it for in 2018. Now, as far as my opinion and my predictions on these stocks, I don't fear any sort of corrections. To me, that's just a better buying opportunity. I'm in this long term. I'm in this for, 5xing these stocks over a long period of time, not by the end of this month, over a long period of time. That's how I'm playing this. And if I do see these stocks coming down even more really fast, I have no problem hedging some of my investments, profiting some of my gains, and then waiting for a better buying opportunity to start buying even more at a much lower price. Anyways, I'd like to hear everybody's thoughts about this. Do you see that these could possibly be going down even more? Or do you think it's going to continue going up from here? Anyways, I'd like to hear everybody's thoughts about these three stocks. Please let me know. So as always, everybody, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I have new videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video coming very soon.